All right, this is SAT Prep. We're doing test 1, section 3, and this is our last question, which is question 20. If a equals 5 root 2 and 2a equals the square root of the quantity 2x, what is the value of x? So here's what we know. 2a would be 2 times this, right? We know that's root 2x. So that's a 10 root 2 equals root 2x, right? So there's a couple different ways to think about this. You can either think about this by putting the 10 back in the root, right? Because that 10 is actually a root 100 times a root 2, right? Which would be a root 200 equals root 2x. So 200 equals 2x, cool, x is 100. Great. Okay, another way to think about that is you could have worked with this side instead and said, hey, I get that this side is a 10 root 2. This side is a root 2 times a root x, right? If I divide both sides by root 2, I get 10 equals root x. If I solve for x, 10 squared, which is 100, is my x. So either way, you get 100. Again, I tend to justify my stuff all the way to the right when I use these gradients, so I'm going to get a 1, 0, 0. And that's it. And that's your SAT prep for this section.